This is Ecclesiasticus 28 and verse 1. He that revengeth shall find vengeance from the Lord, and he will surely keep his sins in remembrance. Right? So somebody who's at the vengeance is going to get that vengeance. Right? But when they go to open that door up, it's going to be the Lord waiting. Right? You thought you was about to go get some vengeance. Right? But little do you know, the Lord is going to be waiting to serve that vengeance on you now. Right? And it says, your sins are going to be in remembrance. Because if you don't, if you're seeking vengeance, it's because you haven't forgiven. Right? Like, yeah, this person did this to me, so I'm gonna do this to them. That means you haven't forgiven this person. Right? You haven't forgiven this person. Now what's going to happen? Now the Lord, he's going to be the one that's going to deal it to you. Right? The Lord, he's going to be coming for you now. Because the only way you can get forgiveness is if you forgive. That's the only way to do it. Right? There is no way to get forgiveness without forgiving. There's no way. Everything that you ask of the Lord, you got to be willing to put back out there. Right? You got to be willing to put everything back out that you're asking for. You want forgiveness? You better be giving it out. Right? You want mercy? You better be giving it out. Right? And not just to one person, not just to a few people, everybody. People who are with you and people who are against you. Everybody. The gentle, the froward, right? And make no mistake about it, the Lord is sending people on your path, right? He's sending people on your path to test you, to see if you're going to keep that same energy, right? Well, not the Lord, but Satan. Satan is sending people on your path to see if you're going to keep that same energy. Are you really going to love the Lord, right? Because Satan is the tempter. But the Most High God, he allows it to happen, right? This is Romans 13 and 12 and verse 20. Therefore, if thine enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in doing so, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head. Right? So, it's telling you right here that what? These are the teachings of the Lord. Right? The teachings that the Lord got from who? His Father, Yahweh. Right? So it's telling you. The people who are hungry, feed them. Right? Who cares if they're enemy or not? Feed them. Because everything is going to happen the way the Lord wants it to happen. Right? And the Lord, and the reason why this is taught is because the Lord's teachings is all about the right way. And this teaches and this puts you in a spirit of being blameless. When you're doing good, even when a person is doing bad. Right? That's just that puts you on a path of being blameless. Because you're doing what you're supposed to be doing despite what's going on around you. Despite what's happening. And that's what the Lord wants. Right? This is Romans 12 and 21. Be not overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. Right? So again, you're not supposed to be fighting fire with fire. Right? Let's say you overcome fire with water. Right? The good. Right? You overcome the bad with the good. That's how you beat. That's how you beat the bad with the good. Right? Like I said earlier, a lot of guys say, oh, he did this bad thing to me, so I'm going to do this bad thing to him. Right? Well, the Lord wants to hear this. Oh, he did this bad thing to me, so I'm going to do this good thing to him. This good thing to him. That's what the Lord wants to hear. Right? That's what we're supposed to be doing. That's the righteous thing to do. Oh, he did this bad thing to me. Watch him do this good thing to him. Right? That's what the Lord wants. That's being that example. Right? Because what example did we get from the Father? Well, the Father gave us all this good, and we gave him nothing but bad. Right? That's the example that he set. So that's the example that we follow. Okay? Giving out good even though we didn't get bad. What's up, man? This is 2 Timothy 3 and 1. This know also that in the last days perilous times shall come, For men shall be lovers of their own selves. And again, that's where we at. Men are lovers of their own selves, right? They put how they feel above how what the Lord feels, above how what the Lord wants us to do, right? Which again, which is expected, and that's the broad path. The Lord already said that the majority of people are going to be destroyed, right? That they're going to be following the ways of Satan, because that's what He set up here. That's the norm. It's normal to do the wrong thing here. It's normal. Now doing the right thing, that's strange. It's strange doing the right thing here, right? Having mercy, forgiveness, right? That's a strange thing here. That's looked down upon, right? People will say, "Oh, you want to forgive that guy? You want to let that go? You must be a bitch," right? It's easy to take vengeance. That's the easiest thing you can do. Now, when you let something go, that's a hard thing to do. That's hard, right? Let something rock. That's hard. But every fiber in your body, you want to give vengeance when something bad has happened to you, right? It's a natural reaction. It's the easiest thing to do, just to lash out. That's easy, right? But to not do that, that's hard. And a lot of people don't want to do the hard thing, right? They want to do the easy thing. It says, covetous, boasters, and right, covetous. They want to seek after everything else. It's not even theirs. Boasters, bragging, right? Proud. And that whole pride thing was keeping people away from the Spirit. Okay? That pride is keeping people away from turning the other cheek, like Yahushua said, right? It's keeping people away from doing what they're supposed to be doing. It says, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, uncontent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, right? Despisers of those that are good. People are completely against those that are good. Let a female say, you know what? I'm gonna stop dressing like I'm naked, right? People are like, they'll be upset. Like, why would you want to stop doing this, right? Let a female say, you know what? I'm gonna listen to my husband, right? I'm gonna do what he wants me to do. You're like, whoa, you ain't gotta do that. Why are you gonna do that, right? He bleed just like you do, right? When you're talking about doing something right, that's wrong here. It's wrong.
She's 13. Thank you very much.
Look. It's 2 Timothy 3 in verse 4, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than the lovers of Yahweh B'Shem Shah, right? And again, that's what we do, right? People are more wanting to do things that please themselves over what? Pleasing the Father, right? They're more interested in pleasing themselves than pleasing the Father, and that's that path, that broad path that everybody's going to take, right? That narrow path is going to be doing things going to please the Lord, right? But again, God's going to take that broad path because that's the easy way out, right? Guys don't want to take the hard path, right? Guys don't want to be in the Spirit. They want to take the easy path. They want to take the broad path, be like everybody else, right? And the Lord didn't set us up to be like everybody else, right? Matter of fact, when you go to verse 2, one of the words is unholy, and what is holy? Separate, right? So un means it's like the opposite, right? So if you're happy, You put the un on the end, that's the opposite. Unhappy. Now you're not happy. Right? You're sure, you put the un, now you're not sure anymore. You're unsure. So the un means the opposite. Right? So if you're holy, it means separate. So if you're unholy, which means you're not separate. It means you're going down that broad path. You're doing the same thing everybody else is doing. Which the Lord then set us up to be unholy. He set us up to be holy, to be separate, and do what He wants us to do. Right?